Go.
Sit your ass down.
I am. Fool. God, I have to push the
Welcome back,
button.
everybody, to another day of Taco
Of Drama
Drama Night,
Night.
episode 13.
13.
13. It
Yes.
fits really well for this gentleman that's coming in
Yes,
for our
sir. We
guest,
got
number
Art
13. Lucky 13.
Turo.
That's right.
R2D2,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
aka
Finally
Mike,
on the podcast.
Special
aka
guest.
Mike,
Special guest, Mike
Mike. Yeah.
aka
R2D2.
Mike.
I'm
Yeah, we'll
Mike.
get into that. But
We'll
what's
get
up,
into
Art?
that.
What
That
up?
is
What up?
Yes,
our
sir.
second
What's
guest
up?
for that.
What's up?
Thank you guys for having
Yes,
me.
sir. So
So,
what's up? Where are you? How you been?
I've been good.
Yeah.
Been certain events transpired. I've been MIA, but I lived, bitch. I'm still alive. I'm still around.
Yes, sir.
You know, haters want to see me fall, but good thing it's spring, motherfuckers. Fuck you
Damn.
guys.
Yes,
Damn.
sir.
I was
And
gonna try to keep it PG,
No,
but
no,
I
no.
mean,
We
there's
don't
there,
want that. We don't
but
care.
I mean,
Fool.
it's too late now.
No,
we
we don't
already
care.
told our viewers. We
We
actually,
already told
we
our
actually
viewers.
introduced
Yeah.
your voicemail that you left
sent me a
them
voicemail like,
When
what
was
the fuck?
this?
Why did you invite me to
for the
fucking
San Pedro. If you
And I
listen
was
to the
like,
end of the
That's
but it did
podcast,
right.
come out. It didn't come out well. But
Oh,
we were
okay.
like, this is what Art's gonna say when you be ready for that
Hell
episode.
yeah.
we
Hell
let everybody
yeah.
knew
So,
what they were expecting.
So before we start, like,
Hmm.
how we want to get into like how we met each other and like what
Mm.
where we all not where we came from, but like how
Mhm.
we all came to be friends. So
Yeah.
and we call it a bakery. So
yeah,
don't,
but if you want to
yeah.
expose it, like
The
whatever.
No.
bakery.
Actually, for Rigo's sake, don't
Yeah,
expose the
please.
Oh,
bakery.
yeah.
But I don't
Okay.
care because I don't work there anymore.
Yeah,
But
me either.
yeah, this fool doesn't work there anymore. But he
Yeah.
worked at the bakery.
I did.
We all
Fun
did.
times,
We all
fun
did,
times, yeah.
man. It was fun times.
So
man,
yeah,
I'll
get
tell
into
you.
it. So you started working at the bakery, like what?
Yeah, I started working. I don't remember when, and I don't want to remember. But I mean, yeah, I started
Come on, fool. We
working
had
in
some
the.
good times. Come
Yeah,
on.
we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we did. We had a lot of good
Yeah.
times, and certain people showed up, and shit went downhill.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean,
um,
it's part of the bakery
yeah, I
drama, but
mean, I think I started like in May or something.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
like
I think.
Mother's Day weekend or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah,
I was your first friend. I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that. Yes,
Um,
sir.
one of my friend that hired me told me like to pull up, and I pulled up, and I was expecting someone to meet me outside, and no one was there.
It was her. It was
Yeah, I
me.
saw this guy, freaking Joshua, was
I was
sitting on
chilling
the.
outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was sitting on the tables outside on his phone, and I just pulled up, and I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to work here. I don't know what to do.
Well,
And
cause she mentioned to me like,
yeah,
oh, Art is gonna start working today. Be
mhm,
ready. Like,
yeah,
and I was like, all right, bet. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So then, yeah, he just brought me inside, and he was like, "Oh, so you're so and so's friend?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am." And he was like, oh, "All right, cool."
Bet,
And I
bet.
think like I had like my beard at
You
the
did.
time.
It
I had
was
like a really
hella
long
long.
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was long.
yeah. And he saw me. He was like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that." And I'm like, "Great."
Right when you start, I was like, first
Yeah,
thing
it was
I'm
like
like,
my first day. I had like
yeah.
my hair down and my beard out, and he was like, "Yeah, that's you can deal with the hair, but not the beard." And I was like, "Oh, great."
Yeah. And then
What was his famous line when he was showing you how to take the bread out?
what?
Wait, which one?
Which
Fresh
one?
bread.
Oh yeah.
Bruh.
So during the day he was like showing me all the things, and he was like, "Oh yeah, so he's like in fresh bread you have to push the bread out and stuff." And he was like, "I mean, it's kind of annoying, but you have to say fresh bread or else they kind of get mad." And he's like, "So just, like just you just have to listen." And he's like, "Fresh bread." He's like shouting in the store, and
Bruh.
I'm just standing there like, "God, I don't want to do
Yeah,
that."
and then I remember like your first day,
Mhm.
you were putting cakes in the display, like in the slices of cake into the cake
Yeah,
display,
the little
and you
slices.
dropped one of them,
Yeah,
and you
I
were
dropped
so
one.
nervous, and I
I
was like,
dropped
"Don't
one, and I was
worry."
like shitting massive bricks. I was like, wow, I was like, hey, I dropped the slides, and he was like, no, it's okay. I drop stuff all the
Yeah,
time.
and I even said Glenn drops a lot of shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
He
shit
was
was
like,
funny.
oh, he's like, this other person drops a lot of stuff too, and he like showed me a picture of a cake that was like face down.
Oh, that was me.
No, that was not you. It was you and our other guy.
It was a Black Forest
Yeah, it
cake.
was a Black Forest that he
Is
said
that the one
it
that?
was our tech guy said it jumped off the table. He said it jumped off the
Yeah,
table when he was
yeah.
trying to put it in a cake box.
Then that was the second time because I have a
Yeah.
picture of him dropping
Oh,
one
he's dropped
cake.
a
Yeah,
lot of
he
shit.
dropped
God.
so much
But
stuff.
yeah, so then you started working and then we started hanging out and shit.
Yeah,
We
it took a
started
while to hang out.
yeah,
Because you guys invited me to like a few things and I didn't want to
Wingstop.
go. Yeah, I kept going like, yeah, I'll show up, and I never did.
Yeah.
Cause
Hey,
like I
but
mean,
you showed up to Taco Drama
Yeah,
Night.
you did show
yeah,
It
up
was
to
Taco
Taco
yeah,
Drama
Tuesday. Was
night.
it
Yeah.
Taco Night?
Taco
it
night,
was
yeah.
on a Saturday. Yeah,
Yeah. I think that was like your
Sad. It
first
was
show up, I
that was
think.
yeah because I didn't want to
Yeah.
like honestly like I didn't really care about like making friends.
Damn,
I
bro.
was just like I'm
Ouch.
just here to work. And I think you
I mean, you
overheard me. You
no,
overheard
you
me
were
telling
talking to our
somebody.
supervisor or
Yeah.
shift lead about it.
Yeah, he overheard me when I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not here to make friends. Like, I'm just here to work, get my paycheck, and that's it. And he was like, yeah, me too. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, we won't mention him, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
he
then,
he
but
was really
then,
trying to be
you
your
know,
Yeah,
friend.
for
yeah, but
real.
He
thankfully,
tried
I
really hard to be
mean,
your friend.
I don't know how these guys broke through, and I showed up, and it's been
Yes,
it's been
sir.
good
And this
times.
dude loves Wingstop just as much as me.
I don't think
Yes,
he really
Yeah,
sir.
does.
yeah,
No one likes Wingstop
No,
more than
me and
you.
Art, we are the Wingstop OGs right here.
we're the originals.
We're
The
the
original,
originals, fool.
there we go
Yeah.
again with originals.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, we're
yeah.
the Wingstop OGs. I used to work
Yo,
at Wingstop, so I know all the recipes, all the shit.
yeah.
I would tell this fool all the secret menu items and
He would,
everything.
yeah, he would.
I'd be like, do this, order that, order this,
I
you know?
already
Man,
know his whole order completely.
Yes,
y'all tried to
sir.
kill me last
It's
time.
what is it? A large 10-piece,
Yes, sir.
boneless,
Mhm.
half lemon pepper, half barbecue, with large fries, well done, ranch and extra
Ranch,
ranch, and
extra.
sometimes he upgrades to the 32-ounce drink.
Yes, sir.
When
That's
he's
my
Yeah.
feeling
order
cheap,
right
he'll
there.
get the regular size.
This is the
Bruh.
only man that I know that knows how to eat and talk at the same time.
Me
Yeah,
or
he
Art?
does. No,
Me?
You,
Yeah.
you can
It's
swallow
a
and
it's a
talk.
skill,
It's
fool.
skill.
Hey,
He'll
Art.
like be eating and covering his mouth, and he'll be like, so you think? And I'm like, how the fuck does he do that?
It's a skill, fool. God,
And
come
then you
on.
gag while you talk
But
too.
then you never
So
want to go to
He
Wingstop either.
doesn't gag. He's like he swallows food and he doesn't drink. So he's like
My God.
he's like talking and it's like going down the gullet. And he's like, and then I told him and I was like, oh my. He's like having like a
That's
hard
true. I'm not
time.
gonna lie. That's
Yeah,
true.
it
That's
he
true.
happened
is.
several
But
It
times.
Art is the
has.
OG Wingstop guy. You
Yeah.
and other people don't never want to go to Wingstop.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at you! I almost died last time I went to
So?
So
Wingstop.
what? It's a risk you have to take.
And a
Yeah.
risk I don't want
You
to
guys
take
are all
again.
fake. Me and Josh
Yeah,
are
Fake.
the
we're the
OGs.
What
OGs.
did you
Yeah.
say that I got last time?
You got
Giardia.
Giardia. Giardia.
This fool,
That's
we
what
were
you
at
got.
Wingstop and he
Fucking
had to run to the
Giardia.
bathroom and then Art's like, "Yo, this fool's got
I was
Giardia,"
like, dog, this dude got
because he
Giardia
works
for
with dogs
sure.
in
A
You
dog
guys said
resort.
it so loud that the register chick dropped
she
her
started
Yeah.
coins.
No,
laughing,
when
bro.
I said it, she just like kind of chuckled, and then Josh was like, "What's that?" So I was like, "It's a dog stomach flu." I was like, it's kind of contagious through water because they share water bowls. I was like, and like it's contagious, and when they get that stomach virus, they just have massive diarrhea for like a few days. And once I explained it, the Wingstop girl
Then I
started
started
laughing.
screaming. I was like,
Yeah,
"Damn, this
he
fool's
was
got
cracking up, and he was
Giardia!"
like, "Rigo has Giardia," and then the
And I
Wingstop
sat
girl was
da-
cracking up and dropped her quarters.
Yeah, she
yeah,
was
I
counting
sat
change.
down.
She
I was
got
like, "What'd you
nervous.
guys say?"
Yeah, when you came back, you're like, "What?" You were like, "Dude, you have
Yeah, I
Giardia,
was like,
fool."
"Yeah, Rigo has Giardia," and then I think you were. I don't know if you were sick, but you kind of like had like a small
Yeah, I
cough,
think it
and
was.
I was like, and Josh has kennel cough,
Oh
which is
yeah,
the dog
yeah.
flu.
And I thought you were talking about jaundice when you said Giardia.
Jaundice,
I was
isn't that
like,
like when someone's eyeballs are yellow
yeah,
or
when
some
like
shit?
your
Yeah,
skin starts turning yellow
Yeah.
and shit. I was like, wait, this fool said jaundice, but then I was like, wait, no, you said Giardia.
No, Rigo has Giardia and Josh has
Dude,
kennel cough.
we went to Wingstop for my last day at the
We
bakery
did,
too.
yeah.
I
Everyone
still
We
showed.
have that
did.
picture.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
have those
have it.
pictures
I
I
too.
took
think
a
everybody
Polaroid,
does.
but
What happened to it?
we didn't it didn't come out that good. But
Oh,
I mean, you can
okay.
kind of see it. All
Mm.
you can see is the Wingstop logo.
Hey, better
You
than
can see
nothing. Didn't we
two
go for
shadows.
Denny D's last day too to Wingstop?
I don't know. I wasn't
You went.
invited. I don't
For
think
You
whose?
did. Yes, you
for
did. You were.
Denricks.
Yeah, Denrick. You were there.
I don't think
Yes,
so.
you
Was
were.
it Denrix?
Yeah, or was it Denrick's or Karina's last day?
Serena's.
Whatever. We went to Wingstop for
No,
another person.
Karina was that
Oh, Korean bar,
Oh
not
no,
Korean
no,
bar,
no, no.
sushi bar.
sushi
No.
bar.
It
I
was
don't think
Denrick's. It was
I
Denrick's.
wasn't. I didn't
Yeah,
go
you
to
did. Yeah,
Denricks.
you
No,
did.
I didn't.
I think I have the picture with you, fool. It
If
was
Because
someone's
I'm
last
not there,
day.
you're paying for my food tonight because I know I
oh,
wasn't there.
No,
I
then
wasn't invited.
it was
Denny D.
someone's last day.
oh, now it's someone's last day.
No, it was
I
whose
don't
last
know.
day was it?
I
I
don't
don't know.
remember.
Whatever it
I don't
was.
think no.
Because we went to that weird ass place for that other dude's last day, Brandon.
That was an Italian
That was
restaurant.
weird. I was
What
like,
the
It was
hell?
an Italian restaurant.
this guy Brandon who worked like a month. They took him out for his last day.
What the hell?
He,
It was an Italian
The
restaurant. I have a
separator guy?
yeah,
yeah.
you
I
meet
met
him?
him. I met him
Oh, you met him.
once.
He's
Oh,
actually
shit.
cool. I don't know.
He
Yeah,
was
he
He
was
pretty
was
cool.
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 He was
He
laughing
was
when
a
I
cool
told him
dude.
the story.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
The
don't
Tour de
say that.
France. The Tour de
Don't say
France.
The
The
Tour,
Tour
that.
de France. The
The
Tour de
Tour de
France.
France, fool.
the
Yeah.
Tour
But
de France.
Rewind.
um,
Yeah.
no go. But
Cut that out, Josh. Run it.
No
But
editing.
I
Fool.
don't. I don't remember. I don't recall nobody else going to Wingstop on their last day.
It was. It was. Yes,
It
it
was
was. I
Josh.
have the picture.
Don't pull out
I
your
have a
phone,
many few
man.
I have a many few
Dude,
pictures.
you have a whole album of just me.
I do. It's
Yeah.
entitled.
I seen
It's
that.
titled "The Boy Slackin',"
Yes,
and then
sir.
there's like
Hold
I
on, fool.
recently updated. There's like 200 pictures and
Bro,
videos of
it's
Joshua.
crazy.
Yo,
Yeah,
Just
I
from
was
like the
trying.
last 3 years.
yeah.
I need to find the picture, but it was
You got like 4,000 pictures.
And
You're
I
gonna really
not
go
a
through them all right
4,000. Fool. I
now?
have 1,676. God,
he fucking
get it
said the
right.
Give me
complete
the
number.
exact
This
fucking
guy.
Get
number.
it right, fool. But
Get it
I'm gonna
right.
find that picture and I'm gonna show you. You were there. I
Well,
remember it.
I
wasn't
don't
there,
think it
but
was
We
you're
sat
that.
right.
outside. Yes, it was. It was me, you. I'm gonna say names. Luis,
You
Corrine.
can't say that. It's liability.
Ah, bruh. I don't care. Um, yeah, whatever. It was me, you, Luis, Karina, Denrick. Um, who else showed up?
Find it.
I would
Find
have
that guy.
remembered that. I wasn't
I don't
there,
know.
I
Josh.
really want
You
to see
weren't
it.
there. I don't think.
Josh, I wasn't there.
Well,
I
I'm gonna pull up the
guarantee.
photo.
Okay,
Maybe
and
it
if
wasn't Denrick's birthday or not birthday. Last day, but it was somebody's.
I remember going to Wingstop a many few times, and I don't remember
Yes,
going with
sir.
Denrick. I remember
To
Denrick
bring me
coming with us
neither,
to
Then
the
no, no,
man.
taco
no, 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 no,
truck.
no. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, Denrick. Wait, I'm trying to
The
think.
only time I've ever like gone out with Denrick is to the taco truck, or when they would have like parties or
Okay,
get-togethers.
no, maybe no. Denrick wasn't there. It was for
You don't even
I don't
remember.
even think he. I think you're just not trying to
You're
save
just
some.
dude. We've
senile.
gone
Yeah,
to so
You're
many Wingstop.
you
senile.
We
got
gone to we've gone to
pre-dementia.
Wingstop so
Josh,
many times.
it's that haircut. It's
Yeah.
making you
Ah,
age.
dude, this haircut is.
Yeah. I
It's not
think
the
the
How
I
much
best
you
think
haircut.
pay for that haircut?
20.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Someone at my job was telling me they paid like 80 for a haircut.
80.
Damn.
The
Yeah.
girl?
No,
What?
some
Shit.
girl.
Because the
Some
girls will pay more because they get like color
oh
and
no,
all that
some
shit.
guy. He got like a lineup, like pretty much kind of how you have it. And he
80
got
bucks.
his like beard trimmed, and he
And he
said it
spent
was like 80.
80
Yeah.
God
bucks.
damn.
And I was like, what
Damn.
the hell?
Yeah, why would you
Was
think
it a
that?
tip?
No, he didn't include tip, and I'm like,
Holy
what?
shit.
Where
Where does
did
he
he
go?
go?
Yeah, where
I
does
don't
he
even
go?
know where he
Is this
goes.
the first time you've gone to that place?
No, he's
You
been
got
there before,
robbed,
and he
man.
said that the haircut used to be 50,
Who is
and I'm
this
like,
fool?
50?
50.
This fool's at your job?
Yeah, some guy at my
Damn,
job.
okay.
Yeah,
Dude, you gotta go to my barber shop
Yeah.
then.
I don't even cut my hair.
You do a decent
I
job. You don't
can
cut your
tell.
hair?
No.
Really? Have you not seen
Don't
his
you
hair?
want to? Don't you want to? I thought you were gonna get a skullet, fool.
Yeah, I
Yeah. What
want
happened to
to.
that?
He's
Well, I'm
got.
not old yet. You can only get a skullet when you're like aged and you're losing hair.
No, you can make one just normal.
There's no joy in shaving your head for a skullet.
But are you,
You
gonna
need to
do
earn it.
Are you gonna do a skullet?
Well, when I'm like 40 and my hair starts falling out, yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm
You
gonna
need
hold
to
you.
earn that.
I'm
You
gonna
can't
hold you
just-
to it, fool.
You need to earn it. You can't just,
No. What about
shave your head.
You think you'll still be around when you're 40? Because the way you
Me?
eat,
Excuse me?
dude,
Excuse
you
me?
swallow food,
Yeah,
man.
for reals, Josh. You need a slow feeder like the dogs at my job when they eat too fast.
What do you give them?
A slow feeder.
What
I
is
just said.
that?
So we put the bowl, and if they're eating too fast, we put a slow feeder, which is like a heavy metallic ball that rotates when they're like circling the bowl,
Oh, okay.
so they can't reach fully.
Damn, bro. I need one of those for sure.
Yeah, you do. So
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
like
when you go to
they're like
Wingstop.
running in circles around the bowl trying to get the food. So they're
Oh,
doing
damn.
cardio
Yeah,
while
hey,
eating.
good for them then.
Yeah.
But hey, I saw you went to a rock metal thing like
Yeah,
yesterday.
on
How was that?
Tuesday.
How was that?
It was amazing. That's why my voice kind of sounds a little
Yes,
raspy.
sir. I went
but
to one of them, but I won't go again.
That's true. I made you go to
I
one
went
with
to one
me.
and I hated it. Well, I didn't
Uh,
hate it, but
There was like
Didn't
four
you
or
buy
five.
earplugs?
There was
I
like
forgot 'em.
no. There was like 4 or 5 bands. Um,
God, bro.
and Josh walked out during like the second.
Dude, my
band.
ears were ringing for like 3 days after. Some rock metal
Yeah,
concert at a
Mhm.
radio or not a radio,
a
record shop.
record store.
They have like
yeah.
a side room,
Mhm.
and these dudes are just screaming,
Yeah.
and people are mosh
Local-
pits.
a
There
local
was one
record
guy
store.
looking for a fight. He was
Yeah.
like swinging his arms.
That was
looking for
like
a
the
fight.
calmest one
God,
ever because
there was one guy.
no,
One
yeah,
guy
but that was
looking
like the
for a fight.
calmest show that I've been to because Josh was like I thought they were gonna mosh pit like you kind of went because you wanted to see them go
But I
a bit
wasn't gonna
crazy.
be in the
No, yeah,
mosh
but
pit,
you were
yeah.
like oh I want to see this because I
Yeah.
showed you videos and he was like that looks crazy I want to see this but like it was kind of disappointing because no one really did it.
There was one guy
Just
looking
that
for
one
a
guy,
fight.
yeah.
But
No one
Um,
looks for a fight.
no
Hey,
one
no, at
looks
these
for a
mosh
fight,
pits
No
they
one.
are.
No.
Not really. It's just
Dude, they're swinging their arms and
oh,
trying to
well,
elbow
that's
people.
that's just how it is.
It's just.
They don't do
it's-
it on purpose.
No,
they
there
don't,
was the one guy when we went that was starting to elbow.
Yeah, he
people and
was,
shit.
yeah.
Come on, you have to admit
yeah,
that guy.
he was.
But
But yeah, that it was the best. I went to go see this band called Full of Hell, which is my all-time favorite band. Sporting the merch right now.
Yes, sir.
I saw them last year too, and it was just as good. But this year, it was like a little more better, at least for me, because um they sang like a bunch of their older songs, and I was singing like all of them. And the singer noticed me because I was in the front row. And throughout the set, a few times he like came up to me into the crowd and like shoved the microphone in my mouth, and I was like shouting into
Yes,
it.
sir.
And someone recorded the whole set on YouTube, and I like found myself in
But
those
if
parts.
the thing
So
I don't get about it is they're screaming so loud you can't even hear like what they're saying. It's just
you
screaming.
can.
When I went, my ears were ringing from it being way too loud. It was
Well,
just
it's a
Dude, I
so.
smaller
can't
it's
even
a
turn on my.
smaller room.
I can't even turn on my radio in the car where you're thinking it was loud.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
just you're
You like,
sensitive to
Nah,
sound.
yeah.
fool. I'm telling you, that was loud.
Oh my god. Well,
You're
that
like,
one was louder. You can
Well,
hear
you're
it.
what you said. You went to one and your ears were ringing for like days after.
Yeah, this is the same band.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, this time I actually wore earplugs because my ears.
That's
The
what you
last
need
year,
to
my
do.
ears rang for like 4 days of
Mine
my
rang for
life.
2 days after that shit.
But
remember
yeah,
you
I
the
My
had
next.
ear.
ears
I
were like,
remember the next day you were just
ding,
he
ding, ding, ding,
couldn't stop
ding.
talking about it.
Yeah,
He
you
couldn't.
could. Yeah, I had earplugs on, but then when my favorite band came on, I took them off. I just
I
the
think the
whole
only
30,
other,
40 minutes, I didn't have them on.
I think, I,
But yeah, it was
yeah,
really
I
cool.
think the only other reason I went to is because we went to Wingstop
Yeah, we did. We went to
after, or was
Wingstop
it
after.
before?
No, after.
After, all right, for sure.
Yeah, but it
Yes,
was really
sir.
cool. And then I got a picture with him. I got one last year, and he like remembered me, and I told him, and he was like, yeah, I remember you. And I was like, yeah, we got a picture last year, and he's like, yeah, let's get one every year. So that's pretty cool. And then he dedicated a song to me, like on the video. I didn't
Damn.
record that, but like I was skipping through
Wait,
the
it's on a
video.
YouTube video?
Yeah, it's on the
Oh
YouTube
shit.
video.
Okay.
Um,
So
like
you're
I'm,
famous, huh?
yeah, pretty much. He was like, hey,
Damn.
this one's for you, and then they started
Shit.
going hard on it.
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
bro. That's pretty
it
cool.
What was
was
the name of the band again to
core
plug it
memory,
in?
full of hell. I found the video. I'll send you the
All
link.
right, I
Yeah,
bet. Send me that.
Yeah,
link it.
Um,
it's
and
cool
then you
though.
wanted me to go to another one. It was like last
I
September, but I
want you
was
to
like,
go to
I
no,
all of
think you
them.
should.
Josh
no,
doesn't
no,
want to go.
no.
You have so much anger built
Want
up in there.
from what,
You
fool?
need to let it
Oh
out.
God, I just need to.
You need to punch
That's what I
somebody.
did at the
Yeah.
work, the bakery. I would get so freaking
He was
mad.
punching dough.
I still
Oh
have that
yeah, I was
video. I
punching
still have
dough.
that video where
Yeah.
you
But I
punching
still remember
dough.
my favorite memory at the bakery. There were three moments that were so
Mhm.
funny. Number one, when you were so mad, you filled the sink with with soap and water and started punching it. That shit was hilarious. Another two, hat moment was funny.
That
There
one
was
was
a
the
girl.
best
There
one.
was a
That
lady.
moment?
Okay, well we have.
This is the okay.
Well, there's one with the. There was one lady that would come to our bakery a lot.
There's a many few hat moments
Okay,
Joshua
but there's
had.
one lady that would come to the bakery like almost every day, and we
Mm-hmm.
started getting like really friendly with her and close to
Oh,
her. And then
definitely.
Art got really close to her. Like she was
Yes.
older, but she was super friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Hey, Art, can I have a bag?" And this fool goes, "Can I say her name?"
I wouldn't.
No,
No,
he's like,
just
I wouldn't.
"Don't worry, you can have as many bags as you want."
I was like, as long as I'm here, you can have as many bags as you want.
Yeah, so we can't say her name.
Nah, you
No,
can't, man. Not
I
not this
wouldn't.
one.
Damn it. Okay,
Yeah,
but it was just so funny when
She's
you
it
told her that,
was.
she's still
Yeah.
a regular.
and she was like, "Oh, thank you, Art."
Yeah, she's still regular. She's
And
down to
then,
earth though. She's
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
what you're talking
yeah.
about.
yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't. And she's down
yeah.
to earth
What
though,
was
but
there was another hat moment where you were like, was it the one where the lady had like I don't want to be messed up, but like she had really bad Botox,
Yeah, that was
and
pretty
you were
bad.
signing. Tell them the story how you were like
Oh
signing the
God.
paper,
Someone like I was filling out a cake form,
hmm
and then
but
I
you were
was like,
looking down,
yeah,
like
I was
signing.
looking down, and then I was like, okay, well, yeah, like blah blah blah. I finished helping the customers, and I was like, yeah, well, we'll see you so and so day. So then they walked away, and I didn't even call the next guest. Like she just pulls up to the freaking register. So I'm like, oh, give me a moment, and she's like, can I get this cake? And I was like, yeah, give me a moment. So I'm finishing the check-in sheet, and I looked up, and I just like it was when they had first removed the mask mandate.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
she came in, her lips, it looks like she did that one thing, like that challenge where you suck on the shot
hmm
glass and it like,
oh, and it
Makes
pops
your
up your
expand
lips.
or
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
whatever.
her
remember
lips were like, and then
that.
her cheekbones were like risen
Yeah.
up. She looked like a filter, like a real
Right. One of those
Snapchat
filters.
filter. And I just like,
You went.
I looked up and I like visually made a reaction with my eyes. Like my eyes just opened up more. I was like, how can I help you? And she
And
was
then
like, yes, can I have this cake? And I'm like, yeah. And then I went to the back and Josh was on lunch and I'm like, yo, there's some lady with fucked up Botox. And then this dude's like, I gotta see this. He fucking runs to the front. Like he doesn't he's not even slick about it. He runs to the front and just like walks through the register. But the moment you exit through the side where the cakes are, you're already making eye contact and you walk and you're like you
So
just
obvious.
yeah, so obvious.
It
Like
Well,
was
when
so
you
really,
told
Josh?
me
obvious.
that, I'm like, well, I want to see your fault. You came in the
Yeah, but you
back.
got to be slick about it and just
Yeah.
walk in there. You're so
Yeah, what
obvious.
the
That
heck,
shit was
Josh?
funny though.
He
That
was
one was
not
funny.
slick about it.
Yeah.
But
At
yeah, I
all.
like visually made a
But
reaction to her.
but there was another time when you were talking to a customer and I was by bar and that made me laugh and I put my hat down. That shit was funny too.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
I don't know if it's appropriate, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. Can we say that?
I don't know.
No,
Probably not. You
if
know
it,
that story?
the cap one, yeah.
Oh, you do?
When you put
Okay.
your head down, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it was funny. That's all I'll
My
say.
mine was when we gave our tech guy a Spanish word where he had to figure called
Uh,
lonjas, but everybody
Yeah.
knows that story.
Well, you could say that story. That's not that bad.
lungs.
That was one.
So he's like
That was
lungs
one.
fool.
No, he's like, I'm stupid lungs.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Didn't tech
that's
guy?
not lonjas.
Didn't the tech guy also like? He was like he was. What am I trying to say? He was
I don't
doing
know.
dishes,
Josh.
and then because you normally would help with like backup dishes and shit, and he was doing them, and he's like, "Keep up, fucker."
Oh, I
What
remember
was that
that.
story? I don't remember the
That
context, but he said that for some
because he
reason.
thought I was just standing around doing
Yeah.
Well,
nothing.
you were. All you did was just stand and
Yeah,
mop,
you just mopped and
apparently.
swept, fool. That's all you
Yeah,
Yeah.
did.
that's when I was at
And then
janitor times.
there was another one where he, because this fool draws like dicks on my car, like 'cause my car is like really dusty, and he just decides to draw like he draws
Well,
them on my
clean your
car.
car. Why
Okay.
do you not
Well,
clean
one
it?
time didn't tech guy draw one on your
Yeah,
car,
no,
and he's like, "It's
no,
a I drew a phallus, phallus
no,
fool."
No, no, no,
no.
no, no, no.
No, that
You
was a
got
good
the
It
story.
was
story
on.
mixed
Ah,
up.
No,
tell me the story
His
again.
car was we don't know who drew it. We don't know who drew it.
we
Yeah.
don't know who drew it, but he tried to hit me with that word phallus.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said, "Hey, Glenn, did you realize what's on your windshield?"
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, it's a phallus." I didn't hear him say phallus,
Okay. Yeah.
so I was like,
He
"Huh?"
looks at me and he's like, "What do you say?" I was like, he's like, "What do you say?" And then I'm like, he said a phallus, and he repeats it. He's like, "I said phallus."
Yeah,
Rico's
like,
just like,
but I
"What
didn't
the
hear him
fuck?"
because I looked
Yeah.
at Arnold. I was like, "Wait, what the fuck
And then
this
what
fool
did he say?
say?"
Is that too big of a word for
Yeah,
you?
is that too big of a word for you,
Well,
fool?
was it? You never answered the
Nah,
question. Was
because
it?
he wasn't asking me. He was asking you.
No, I'm asking Rico.
No,
Was
Rigo
it
went to
too much of
medical
a big
school.
word?
Yeah, no, I knew what
Of course he
after
knew
when
what
I
that
heard
meant.
phallus, I knew what
Yeah.
it was, but
Yeah.
he was like, "It's too much of a big for you,
This fool
word
tried.
for you, fool."
Well, it probably is. You probably forgot.
But
That
it
fool.
was a big
No
phallus though.
offense. No
This
offense.
It
windshield.
was. He drew it from like the corner of the passenger side seat, curving onto the driver's side.
Who drew it?
I don't know who was it.
We
Yeah,
don't know.
obviously it was you.
It
Fool.
wasn't me.
You're like, I
I
don't know.
swear this time it wasn't me.
Well, you drew him on
All
my
the other
car
time,
all
all
the
the other
time.
times
You
it
have
was
videos
me.
of you drawing on my car.
Of course.
God,
No, the ones on your car is just
that
is
that
just
But
made me
that's
get a
hilarious.
different.
car wash the one time.
Yeah,
I was like, the
good.
next time you came, my
Good,
car
because
was
you
like
never
clean.
wanted to get
Yo,
a
tell
car
him the
wash.
time that he wiped on his dashboard and
Oh
then you
my
saw the end of the
god,
other
bro.
side of the
This
dashboard.
dude,
God.
his car is so
It
musty,
was my
bro.
old car that
Uh,
I didn't care about. That's
Musty
why I was
dusty,
like,
yo.
I mean, the new car's getting there.
no, the new
It
car is
is.
spotless.
Nah,
We're gonna go
man.
do it right now.
Spotless. White gloves, spotless.
Wow.
No, but his old car, he wouldn't clean it. Like he would clean the outside, but the inside he wouldn't give it like a nice little dust. Like you didn't have to do it like every day, just like once every 2 weeks, Josh. And this guy, he wouldn't clean it, so all the dust just started
Oh, it
How?
was
building.
not that
It
bad.
was
Oh,
just
it was
piling up. It was
bad.
bad,
No, it
Josh.
It was
wasn't.
So
bad.
the dashboard, I like wiped my hand on it, and like my finger marks were there, and I wouldn't stop making fun of him. So then this other time he
It
gave me a
was on
ride.
there for a good
It was
amount
on
of
there for a
weeks. You never,
while,
yeah.
and then I like I kept roasting him about it. So then this one time we went somewhere, he gave me a ride, and he was like, "Look, fool, I finally cleaned my car." And then I'm like, I took a video. I have the video, and I'm
Alright.
like, "All right, Josh, there we go." And then I like wiped, it, and I was like, "Dust check, that's cool." And then like I wiped it, and nothing came off. I don't know how. I like looked over. Only half the dashboard was clean because the other half was still fucking musty. And I like wiped my fingers, and it was all still there,
Oh,
Josh.
come
I'm
on.
surprised when it was cold and you turn on your defrosters, all that dust didn't
Yeah, I'm
fucking shoot
surprised.
back in your
Probably
face.
It
did.
looks like your grandma's attic, yo. That's how
Come on. It
bad
was
that
not that
No,
dusty.
bad. It
it
was
was
not.
really
It was
bad.
pretty
Nah, fool.
bad.
It
It
Come
was.
was
on.
bad. I don't know
If
what
you
to
knew,
tell you, but it was.
if you were to edit this podcast, I would have you attached that video to this
I don't
video
know how
right
to
here?
edit, fool. I'm not doing that. This is straight no edit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but
we'll somehow
We'll
figure
hire
it
a new
out.
intern, my
Yeah.
yeah.
cousin.
All right, bet.
He's coming back from college probably tomorrow.
We'll
Sheesh, bet.
link it
Yeah.
because all the whatever stories this man's saying, we got
Yeah.
pictures and
Oh,
videos.
I got receipts, so he can't deny anything. I
That
Um,
only
was
have
pretty
like
bad
200
though.
videos and photos.
and then what was the other? There was.
When you ate pozole with a fork.
Oh God, are you gonna get
Okay,
into
let me
this
tell
shit?
this
Pozole,
story.
that's how he says
Let
it.
me tell the
Pozole.
story.
Nah, fool.
Nah, fool.
It was my sister's baby
Wait,
shower.
all I have to say is I'm proud of Josh because when I first met him, he was like he was so like white, like his accent. And after hanging out with me and Rigo, but I feel like mostly me, it's gotten better.
Yes.
Nah, fool.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes,
your
sir.
your whole vocabulary
Yeah,
added
Outcast.
that's good.
out
Chicken
what?
quesadilla, fool.
Six
Six,
tacos and a
six
chicken
tacos and a
quesadilla,
case. Can we say
motherfucker.
that
Yeah,
story?
you can
Oh,
say that
all right. You
story,
got to go into
man.
that story. But wait, go back
I
into your
wasn't
story.
even there.
But we told you so many
You
times. But
did. You
okay,
told
but
me so many
the
times I
pozole
reenacted
one.
go
it.
get into the pozole, and
The
then we'll get into the six tacos
the
and the
pozole
quesadilla.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That was at your
it
sister's
was my
baby shower.
sister's baby shower.
Mhm.
I was running late because I was picking up
Like
people.
always.
I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Really?
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not, I like to make a.
Your ass is always late.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
Musty,
Fashion.
true.
dusty, crusty.
That's your
No, I'm kidding.
car.
Okay, get into the story.
Anyways, so I didn't know Art was gonna still show up because we had invited him. He didn't know he was gonna come.
I had
So
said no,
so
yeah.
that was a big surprise at that time. So when I walk in, all I hear is I see Art, and then he waves at me, but he's more
As in like, come here, come here.
like more like an anxious, like, yo, I gotta tell you something that's happening. So if anybody knows Josh, he already walks into my sister's house. He's well known in there. He
Yeah.
goes in there. So I don't know what this man possesses. Whoever doesn't know what pozole is, it's a really liquidy soup with garbanzos, meat, and stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
So obviously, everything when it's cooked, it's in the bottom. So you gotta
Mhm.
stir it.
Yeah.
So when I see Art, I'm already happy because he showed up, but he's more of of like waving me down to come to the table.
Yeah, you were like, yo, you're here, and I'm like, dude, come here, come here.
Yeah. So I walk up and he's like, "Yo, Josh, look how he's eating pozole." I'm looking at him like, okay, I don't see that much meat and stuff. So I figured he would just got all or like watered down soup. This man's eating this soup with a fork.
There was no spoon, so I'm. If
There
If
were
there was no
spoons.
spoons, how did Jackie
you
get
were out,
one?
they were out.
How did she get you one then?
Okay, I didn't know where they were. Okay.
Okay, then why don't you just say I didn't
Just
know where
say
they
I
I
didn't
didn't know
know
were?
where
there
they were.
were.
I was looking all around. I
So
said,
now
I knew I needed a spoon, but I couldn't find one. So I
I,
said, I'll just use a fork.
I
Screw it.
lost it, but my sister was embarrassed.
Yeah, she took the fork away
Yeah.
from me.
No, the funniest part was that Rigo thought like, "Damn, he fucked it up because it was all stew."
Yeah, so I
And I'm
thought you
like,
would.
"No, that's what he brought. That's the plate. It's just stew." And Josh was like, "They ran out." So then his sister was like, "Give me that. You're embarrassing me." So she brings him a a brand new plate piled with meat and garbanzo beans and all of that. And Josh was like, "Where was that?" She goes like, "You have to scoop it from the bottom." And he was like, "I thought it was just on the surface." I was like, "Why would it be on the surface?"
I don't know. I've never had
That's what he's trying to
Sole
say.
before.
That's what he's trying to say.
Well, I
Now you
probably
hang
had it
around more with
before. I
Art.
But
probably
it's
had it
common
before.
sense, Josh. If you see
Yeah.
a giant like a giant pot of stew, why would you just scrape the top?
I
You
didn't just
scrape the
scrape the
bottom.
top. I went probably like halfway down, and then I was
Halfway
like,
down.
okay,
Everything's in the bottom.
all right, now I know.
See,
Yeah.
All
this
right,
is
now get into the six tacos. Who wants to say the story
you
about the
can say
six?
this. You
I'm
can
not
You
say
good
guys
at,
were
but
there.
I'm
that.
not good at saying the stories. You
You
say
can
it.
you can say that story. It's
Sorry,
just
I
Nah,
have
you
kennel
say it,
cough.
fool. What?
it's.
You got kennel cough? Uh-oh.
I was
All right,
coughing.
you'd say the story, fool.
Nah, we'll save that for another
No,
time,
it's a good
man.
one. Come on, you
No,
It's
can't leave the
Joshua.
audience hanging. They want
what
to know
hanging
six
No,
about.
they
tacos.
just
It's
have to tune into the
Fine,
next
I'm
episode to
gonna
hear
say
it.
it. I don't care.
Oh
We
my
went.
god.
This is my podcast, fool. So we went to taco night. This was like probably 2-3 years ago. It was me, Rigo, and our tech guy. And our tech guy, mind you, lives right around the corner, but
And
forgot his
it
wallet.
never dawned on me
Yeah,
that I could have sent him to his house to go
yeah.
get his
So he
wallet.
forgot his wallet, right? And this place
uh,
is cash only. So
it
we get
is.
there, we're driving there, and then that's when this fool goes, or not, our tech guy goes, "Hey, Rigo, I forgot my wallet. You think you could spot me?" And Rigo like will spot people, like it's no big deal.
Mhm.
So we get there, we pull up, and then we're all ordering, like me and Rigo are ordering. We ordered first. Rigo's going through his wallet to like check how much cash he has. And this fool goes, "Hey, Rigo, you got me? I'm not that hungry. I only want 6 tacos and a quesadilla with chicken." And then this Rigo and
I looked at him
yeah,
like, what? And I just seen Josh lean over and like, God
I was
damn.
like, on my face, I was like, and
Damn.
then he was like, "You sure that's okay?" And Rigo's like, "You're looking through your wallet. You're like,
I
yeah,
guess
fool, I
so.
guess." I think that
Yeah.
shit cost you like $18 or
Yeah,
something.
just as
But
just as
that was a
Uh,
not that hungry moment.
yeah, that was
Not
no,
that
I
We
think
tell
hungry.
that story. We must have said that
They've
story
told
like
me
a
this.
hundred
They've
I
told me
times.
this story so many times. I
it,
feel like I
it
was
was just
there.
it
Yeah.
was just a reaction.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was just like,
that's
damn,
funny.
six
He's I'm
We
tacos.
not
love
really
we
hungry.
love Tech Guy though.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
gotta love that man.
Yeah.
He can eat though. I'll tell you
Mhm.
that.
Oh
so
my
can
god.
so can Josh.
So
Yo,
Josh
come
can
on,
eat.
don't.
You
Yes,
can
sir,
eat.
I
It's
can.
like when he was leaking after eating.
That was In and
Yo,
Out. That was In and
that
Out.
was
Yeah.
what did you eat?
In
Two
like
two
eighth
quarter
grade,
pounders?
no, in eighth grade or that was like sixth or seventh grade. Every Friday in basketball camp, they would take us to In and Out or one of these places,
Yeah.
and there was so everyone was like, normal got a normal food, and I was like, before we went, I'm like, yo, I think I could eat with all my friends and coaches. I'm like, I think I could eat two 4x4s. And they're like, no, you can't. I was like, bro, I think I
I
can.
think you did it.
I
I think I
think
can.
yeah, you
So they
did.
were like, okay, so
I
that
think I
this was
can.
like
I
in the
think I
morning,
can.
right? So we were all waiting, and they
In
take.
and out in the morning.
No, we were
Oh
talking
god.
about going in the
Oh,
morning.
okay, okay.
So we go like 12 noon or 1 o'clock, right?
Mhm.
So we all went. They take us in like a big van. It's only like 10 or 15 of us, right?
Mhm.
So we all go, and then I
Yikes.
ordered two 4x4s. Ate the first one like no problem, like I was
Oh
chilling.
yeah.
I was eating the second one, and I was starting to get full, like oh god. But I pushed myself because everyone was surrounding me, like dude, like make
They
wanting
were
me, like
egging you
egging me
on.
on, like
They
you
were
gotta
egging
finish,
you on.
right?
Yeah.
So I ate it all, but I was on the way back. I was starting to feel like a little like sickish,
You
like
started feeling the dookie
yeah. I
cooking.
started feeling like kind of sick, and I was like,
You're like that shit was boiling
so
like a
I got there and
cauldron.
I ran as fast as I could to the bathroom, and I think I was leaking a little bit. And everyone, like all my friends, were like,
Oh my
"Ew, look at this
god.
fool, he's leaking and
He
shit."
had
And I
he
was
had like
like,
a fucking brown streak on his
"Oh, it was
underwears and
bad, dude. It
shit.
was bad." But I made it to
You
the
had to throw
bathroom.
your
Did it?
underwears away.
I
Did
threw out
you?
all my clothes. I think,
Oh
like
my
whatever I was
god.
wearing, because it was just like
You
basketball
felt it
clothes.
running down your
Yeah,
It's
I did.
fucking disgusting, bro. He
I
had to
don't know.
throw his
Yo.
underwear away. Like
No,
my
it was like I threw
homeboy,
out the gym
one time,
shorts.
uh when we were younger, me and my homies, there was this like it's kind of like a Tommy's, but it was local, only to my
Oh, okay,
city.
okay.
It was called Shoestrings. It was like right in this corner, and we would go there and get the chili cheese fries.
Oof, yes,
So
sir.
one time, my friend, he ate them like fast, and I don't know how it's possible, but he's like, "Dude, I have to go to the bathroom."
Like right after.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right after. So he goes to the bathroom, and we were like, "Okay, well, we're gonna head out and like start walking to my house because my house was like really close." So we're like, "Well, we'll meet you at my house," and he was like, "Yeah, I can't hold it." So he goes to the bathroom and he's calling us like, "Hey, bring me some napkins or something. There's no toilet paper
Oh
here." And
shit.
the bathroom is outside of the
Oh right,
restaurant.
right. I've seen
Yeah.
those places. It's a small
Yeah.
little place.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he was
It
like,
was, it
and
was one of those porta potties.
no, no,
It
no.
wasn't
It
a
was an
porta
actual. It was an
potty.
actual bathroom,
Yeah.
but it was just outside of the
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
building. It's like a little building.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
They have them
Yeah,
in a lot of places.
yeah.
Just
So
like
he
a
was
small
like, he was
bathroom.
like, I'm shouting at the guy, and he's not answering. So we were like, oh, okay, yeah. So we're like heading back, and then he comes out of the bathroom, and we were like, oh, did they finally bring you toilet paper? He was like, no, I had to use my underwears to wipe. So he used his
Yo.
underwears,
Damn, bro.
and yeah, he like mooned us to prove he wasn't
Oh
wearing underwears.
shit, bro.
But yeah,
Dude,
it
did
was
I
funny.
tell you the story when like I had to go to the bathroom so bad in the SAT? I think I told you, right?
I
The
think you did. I
SAT.
think you
So I
did
took
tell
the
me
SAT
this.
like it was like what 11th grade or something,
Uh huh.
and you only get like two bathroom breaks
Mhm.
before
Yeah.
like the end of the session, right?
Mhm.
So I went the first one. I went right, and then the second bathroom break came like 2 hours before we're done, and they're like, "Anybody needs a bathroom?" I was like, "Nah, I'm chilling. Like I don't need to go to the bathroom. Whatever." Probably like an hour before like the end of the period, like the end of the session, I had to go to the bathroom, like bad. But they wouldn't let me go. And I kept saying, "Can I please? I have to use the bathroom." And the lady, like, it was just I think it was a volunteer. She's like, because they were afraid of like cheating or whatever, because they only
Yeah.
can let you out at certain
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, if I don't go to the bathroom, I told her I'm gonna shit my pants in the classroom. She's like, well, we can't. It's policy. We can't have you go to the like leave the bathroom. Blah blah blah. Like we can't let you leave unless it's the specified
Yeah.
time. So then time was up, like when the session was supposed to be over, like she wrote it on the board, like ending 12:35. It was like 12:40, and she still hadn't let us out. And I was shaking the chair, like screaming.
Yeah,
Because then
he
they go
told me.
through,
Yeah,
she would go down every aisle, like
they go.
checking to make
Yeah,
sure their name was signed out. And I
yeah,
was like one of the last students,
yeah. He
dude.
told me this
So
story.
I got out of the bathroom. I mean, I got out of the classroom and I was running down the stairs. I pushed someone out of the way and started running and ran to the bathroom at the
He
Did you
pushed
make
school.
it?
I made it, but
Yeah,
it
You
he
was
make
did.
it?
bad. The
Yeah,
last like hour and a half of the SAT.
he pushed an old
That's probably
lady.
why I did
It was
bad
an
on.
old
It was
lady?
An
no, it
old
wasn't old
teacher.
lady. It was all students, fool.
It
It was
was an
all
old
student.
lady?
No, it was all students.
I'm about
That's
to
probably why I
say.
did bad on the SAT because I freaking had
That
to
was
go to
your
the
that was
bathroom.
your karma.
No, well,
Yeah.
it
Well,
was.
I didn't do bad, but I didn't do good. But I
I
had to go to
got
the bathroom
I got
so
I
bad.
got kicked out of the SATs for like making the classroom laugh because I like made a joke about this one girl and they kicked me out of
Did
it.
they?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. They kicked you out?
Hmm.
What was the joke?
Well, it wasn't even that funny,
Oh.
but like me and this girl would beef it already,
Did you
and
know her or no?
yeah, she was in one of my
Oh, so
in
you
one of my
guys kind of
science.
took it together or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she was in my biology class, I believe, or no, well, she was in one of the science
Your school,
classes.
at your school.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and like everything was cool. Me and my friend, we were like sitting together, and then she comes in, and we looked at her, and we started snickering right away. And she like looks at us, and she's like, and she like yells at us from across the room. She's like, "I'm warning both of you guys. You guys better not fucking bother me right now." And this and that.
Yo.
And the teacher was like, "What's going on?" And she was like, "These two fucking bug me in class and blah blah blah." And we were like, "I don't know what she's talking about."
Yo.
So then she sits down in front of us and she just kept turning around, like looking at us, like mad dogging us. And we would just be like out loud, like, "Can you stop looking at my test?" Like,
Yo.
yeah. So
Yo.
then at one point she like sneezed in the class. She like sneezed really loud, and no one really said anything. And my friend just goes like, and I don't know why. That was like the funniest thing to me.
Yeah.
And I started like laughing like
Mm.
uncontrollably. But like I don't know why when it's quiet,
It's worse.
it's
Yeah.
worse. So
Yeah.
we were just
It's
quiet.
contagious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It's
So we were just
contagious.
quiet, and I had my head down, and you just see like the top of my head like moving up and down
Bouncing.
because I
Yeah.
couldn't stop laughing. And out of nowhere, I just burst out like laughing
Oh
loud.
shit! During the
And
test,
yeah,
huh?
and then she turned around. She's like, "What the fuck did I just tell you?" And I'm just fucking cracking up. And the teacher's like, "You need to step outside for a moment." And she just never let me back in.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Can you tell him the story? I'm sorry, but I love the story when you pulled the in chemistry class or whatever. You pulled the
Oh,
sprinklers.
the water, the
That
emergency
that
shower.
story
The
is
emergency
hilarious.
shower, like
Yeah,
at a science
I got, I got,
Tell
ex-
science
that
room.
I
story.
got expelled. Yeah, I was in.
But that because you've done you did other stuff before that, but that was your
Oh
last
yeah, that
straw.
was the
But
last
tell him
straw.
this story. This shit's hilarious.
I think I was like in 11th grade, or yeah, it was like in
Yeah.
11th grade. I was like in my chemistry class, and then I don't know why. I was just like I was like the biggest troublemaker at school for sure. Like the deans knew me on a last name basis at this point. It wasn't like every other student they'd be like, "Hey John," or "Hey Ricky," whatever, and they'd be like, "Hey Geronimo," and I'd be like, "Oh, what's up?"
That's
Yeah.
when you know you're on the
That's when
Yeah,
you
that's
know
last
when you
you're in
know you're
straw.
on
trouble.
like the
Yeah.
shit list. Yeah.
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 But yeah, it was I was like in 11th grade, and we were going to like obviously that was my first period. So like, what a way to start the day.
Mhm.
So I go into class, and my friends are like in a group, like on the they're like in the back of the class. We were that group.
Right. Right. Right.
So they were in
Okay.
the back of the class, and hey, they were like, "Hey, Art," they're like, "Pull the water emergency thing." And I looked at it, and I'm like, "Nah." And they were like, "Come on." I was like, "Nah, fuck no." And I was like, "What do you guys do?" And they were like, "He got no balls." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll show you no balls."
Damn.
So then
Yes.
I go and I like pulled it, and instead of like pulling it and closing it, I like pulled it, and then I panicked, I think, and I just ran out the class. And then I came back in, and I'm like walking in with my background. I'm like, "Oh my god,
Miss.
miss, what happened here?" And she was just like, "Oh my
Someone
god."
pulled
Yeah,
the.
I was like, "Miss, oh my god, what happened?" And then she was like, "Oh my god." And then she like went and closed it, and she was like she was like crying, and I felt bad, but like
Damn.
not really because I didn't really like
But
her.
wasn't there another time where when they were trying to find out who did it, and
Oh
there was
well, it
an.
was that same
Oh,
day.
okay,
So
okay.
there was another kid named Arturo, and he was like obviously like he looked like he didn't do it. He
Yeah,
was like
right,
a
right.
good student, straight A's. He had glasses, the that kind
Typical.
of kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the deans came in, and they were like threatening to change the kids' grades if they didn't snitch on who it was. So then they passed out, like the piece of paper to keep it anonymous, and everyone wrote Arturo. So then when they were like Arturo, and
Wait.
I look at him, I was like, hey, yo, they're calling you, bro. And then the dean looks at him and looks at me. He's like, you sit down, Geronimo. Come on, let's go.
Oh, that's
And I'm
it.
like, how do you even know it was me? He's like, come on. I was like, oh, come on, bro.
Damn, bro, that shit was funny. When you told me that
Yeah,
the first time, I was like, no
that was the
way.
last straw, and then
Yeah.
I got expelled.
Damn, bro, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. That story just
Everybody's done
got
some
me. Every
crazy
time I hear that
stuff.
story, I just laugh. I'm like, no
No,
way.
what's funny, I don't know, like a video started surfacing on the internet of some kid doing that, but I don't like, I think they like pour something on him and he pretends that he's burning and he's like, "Oh, my hand." And then he goes and pulls it and the teacher's like, "What happened?" He's like, "My hand burned." So then
Oh, what the?
like a few of my friends sent me that video and they were like, "Yo, you remember when you did this in class?" And I'm like, "Oh
Oh,
god,
yes,
like they
sir.
still
Hey, we
remember
still
it."
talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
So,
so like some of my friends that I
God,
went to
what
high
the?
school with, they like
This shit's
send it to
pulling.
me.
Oh
Like I
shit! I
got a
almost dropped
few.
the camera. God damn
Come
it.
on,
He did
Josh.
that shit last
That
time and he
was you,
blamed
fool. That
me.
was you.
This fool pulls the cord, camera falls, we go black, and he just
Hey
starts
yo.
talk. He starts
Yo,
talking crap. So careful what you're
yo,
pulling.
shut up, bro. Come on. We're a PG-13 podcast over here.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worried about what Art will say. I
Yeah.
heard that
Yeah,
podcast.
fool.
I listened to it.
Yeah,
You're
good.
trying to make me look bad.
Nah, fool, you
You're like,
make
I'm
yourself
worried
look
what
bad.
I'm worried what Art will say. He says the most outlandish
Hey,
shit.
low key, this guy was super worried
No, I
that.
wasn't worried. I was more like,
Oh, you
Not in
better
the
keep
sense
your
of worry, like, oh my god, we're gonna get kicked off. More like, yo, like this
yo,
guy's
what is this fool's gonna
unpredictable.
expose me? That's what I was more
well,
worried
you
about.
better keep your guard up because the podcast isn't over.
Yeah, fool. I thought you were gonna expose
We
me for
got like 20
something.
minutes to go
Yeah,
on
we
to
got
let this
20
guy
minutes.
have it. We
But
talked about his crash in the pole and a
Oh,
few.
when he was looking at the girl,
That's
oh,
what I was
when he was checking
saying.
that girl out.
Dude,
What about the sloppy toppy in
oh
the
God,
bathroom?
there's no story. You guys making up some story. I don't
We're
even know
not
what you're
making
no
talking
one's
about.
anything up. We
making
have it.
nothing
We
You're
have it.
up.
making up a story.
I've been trying to get this information from him for like
There's
a
no
year, and
story.
he
It's a
he
made up
doesn't want to
story.
budge, which is good, Josh.
Yeah,
Good,
it's a
you know.
made up story. There's
They're
no
not made
story.
up. They're true.
I probably went to go take a dookie in the bathroom and
And then
then
you got sloppy
no
toppy. You
fool.
made the
I
girl
Yeah.
smell the
no. Oh
fucking
my
stank,
God.
I
bro.
give him credit. He really keeps
It's a
He
made
that
up.
really
name.
You
keeps
guys
it
make
That
up.
locked
name.
up.
The names were
You guys
protect.
make up stories.
What story?
What
Anything I
stories?
tell you, over exaggerate shit.
No, we don't. We're
Yes,
saying
you
Mm.
what you
do.
told us.
No, I never told you
You
this.
did.
No, I never told you this.
But
Whatever.
the only thing we can't get out of you is who the name
There's
of
no
the one that
name.
gave you sloppy toppies.
Yeah, or the person that you were checking out when you
Yeah,
crashed
the one
into
he
the
There
ran
was
pole.
into
no
the
one I was
pole.
checking
And
out.
my
Fool.
favorite part of that story was when you're like, after I hit the pole, my airbags went out and all my bread went flying to the front.
It went
How
flying.
fast were you going?
don't know, like-
You know when you get were you scared when that happened? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
fuck yeah.
you know when they say when you're scared, eat bread. You should have ate some of that
Dude, the
bread.
bread
Yeah.
went flying. It was like stuck to my ceiling and shit. Like there was literally bread on my roof of my car.
You should have just took a bite. I'm not
I
saying
was
eat the
taking
whole
it
thing.
to a friend for their party the next day, and I
Oh
had to
yeah, a
tell them.
friend,
Yeah,
a friend.
Okay.
No, I was taking the bread in my car. They were having a party the next day. I was like, I bet I got you.
Did the girl see you hit
She
the
was
pole?
already gone, fool. I told you that. She was gone. There was no one
Damn.
else there.
So
Like
how did you manage to
She
hit a
left.
pole?
Yeah.
there was because I wasn't looking.
Look, but
He
and
wasn't looking
the story
at
changes
the
several times, and I
surroundings.
know you're lying
He
because you
wasn't
tell
looking
me
at
that.
the surroundings. He was looking at something else.
Yeah.
Fine, bro. You guys just I
Why
tell
are
you
you stuttering?
because I tell you a story and then you over exaggerate and make me
Don't
look.
worry.
You make me look like
There's a reason why you hit a pole.
we'll
I
get
was
these
that
stories
making
out of
sure
him.
that the girl was okay. That's it. Not checking her out. Even like I said in the last episode, I didn't like her anyway. She was mean.
But you make sure she was okay to
Because
get in
I'm
her
being
vehicle.
nice, like I told you. I was just being nice. A
You're
good
not
Samaritan.
nice.
I'm a good Samaritan, fool.
A good
I think he's
Samaritan.
sticking to that story,
A
so your
good
mom
Hey,
won't
on
be
your
mad at
birthday,
you.
I bought you monsters, or I bought you. I'm a good Samaritan, fool.
Samaritan.
Yeah,
Good Samaritan.
yeah. Unlike you
Yeah.
two,
What
What
do you
did I
mean you
do?
you
two?
guys don't follow the law. Come on.
What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
Are you stereotyping us?
No.
Yeah, you're stereotyping us,
No.
Joshua.
No,
Wow.
I'm just
That's
saying you don't
fucking
follow
is
the
it.
law. That's all I'm
Give us
saying.
an example.
Yeah.
You draw you the fuck
Mm-hmm.
is the
Don't
thing?
say
We're
it. You're
waiting.
gonna have to blur my face.
Yeah, God, forget it. But you do a lot of not good stuff.
Not good
Not
stuff.
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
What about me?
Okay,
You,
it's
fool.
not good, but it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What
For
about
you,
me?
You drive like 120 miles per hour
120.
nonstop.
This
And you
guy.
drive under the speed limit,
I
which
don't
is
drive
Yeah.
also
You
under.
illegal.
cause
No,
you cause accidents because you're
no,
going
You
under the
do.
I
speed
don't go.
limit.
I drive at the
Joshua,
speed limit or a little bit above.
he drives so slow and he flips people off and he honks at
Oh,
them when the light turns green.
Yeah,
As
I
soon
have
as
a
it turns green, he
that
there's
was
honks.
a
you,
that
fool.
was
You
a
were in
video.
my car and you flipped off someone and honked my horn in the passenger seat. And then the guy in the other car was like, I was like,
No,
this
my
fool.
favorite video is the one you're farting when
Wait,
you
who,
guys were
me?
You
ordering. Yeah,
put the
you had that.
Oh
Bluetooth. We
yeah.
went through a drive-through and he hooked up to my Bluetooth and had the app that farts. And I was trying to order like whatever, and then you're
Every,
like,
yeah, every time Josh would make, he'd be like, "Can I get a Oreo shake?" And I put the fart sound like full blast. And he was trying so hard to not laugh while making the orders.
oh God, man.
But we
What
had
I-
a lot of good times
Yeah,
at the
we did.
bakery.
We
you
What
guys
did.
did it.
about that one time we were trying to the lady was trying to assault us. She was trying to rob us at Wingstop.
Oh, with
Remember?
a screwdriver.
Oh,
Yeah,
she had it. Was it a
it was
screwdriver
a screwdriver.
or was it a? No,
No,
I
it
thought it
was
was a wrench or something.
no, it was a
A
screwdriver.
screwdriver.
Yeah,
Damn, that was yeah.
that story would.
Yeah. And that wasn't that the same day the guy was riding his bike on just the rims. That shit was funny as
He
fuck.
was
We
no, but
see.
that day Josh and Tech Guy, they're that day the Wingstop came out immediately because they were fucking scared.
Not me, fool.
Yeah, he says he wasn't, but he was.
Okay, I was a little scared because she said she was gonna rob us and take all our money.
Dude, these guys were so scared. I'm like, what? Like, it's a fucking old lady, bro.
She
Like, why
wasn't
are you?
that old, but
She
yeah.
looked either she was old or all the drugs fucking
Yeah,
aged her.
no, she was walking like a zombie.
I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah, it was funny. Like, we were eating Wingstop. We had closed, us three.
Yeah, we
Right?
closed,
had
and then
closed.
I think Rigo met us or something, or
No,
no,
Rigo wasn't there. It was just us three because we told Rigo about it.
you
and
weren't there.
Yeah,
He
no,
was
you guys
clowning
told.
you and Tech Guy for being
Rigo
scared.
wasn't there.
No, he
Oh,
wasn't. It
Nah,
was
shit.
just
Okay,
you
us
I
guys
three.
told me the
remember.
story, and I
I
was making
remember
fun
the
of you
story
guys.
vividly. We were eating Wingstop. We had already gotten our food, and then she comes up to us and she was like, "Hey, can either of you guys spare some change?"
She
Like,
wanted like a
no,
drink.
she's like,
Yeah.
"I want to get some food." So then Tech Guy, being a good Samaritan, he's a real good Samaritan.
He opened up his wallet.
No,
Yeah.
he was like, um, I think he had ordered extra food. He's like, "I have extra food if you want some." So he like offered it to her, and she was like,
Didn't she
"No, I
say?
don't want that." So then
Did,
she asked you, and you were like, "No, I don't have
didn't she
money."
want like a drink? She was like
Yeah.
she
So
wanted
she
five
asked all
dollars for
three of us.
something.
She asked all three of us, and none of us gave her money. And Tech Guy offered to give her food, and she was like, she got mad. So then she leaves and comes back aggressively, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want the money for food. I wanted to buy a Jaeger bomb."
Yeah, that was it. A Jaeger
She's
bomb.
like, "I want to buy a Jaeger bomb."
Yeah.
And she's like, "And if you don't give me money right now, I'm gonna rob you guys right now." And she had a screwdriver, and then Joshua was like, "Oh my god!" And then Tech Guy was like, he was like, No, like we all paid with card." He was like stuttering. He
Yeah.
was like, "We all paid with card." Look, so he pulls out his wallet and shows her that he has no cash, and he was
I
like,
would
"You
not
see,
pull
we
my
all paid with
wallet
card."
out.
So then she was like, "What about you?" And she like points the screwdriver at Josh, and he was like, "Yeah, I paid with card too." And he like pulls out his wallet and shows her, and then she looks at me and she's like, "What about you?" And I'm eating. I'm like, "Man, I'm fucking eating. Quit bugging, bitch."
That
And
shit
then I
was
kept
funny as
eating,
fuck.
and
That
then
was
Josh and Tekka just looked at me, and she just stood there and walked away.
yeah.
And then Josh was like, "I can't believe you just did that." And I'm like, "What the fuck is she gonna do, bro? Like, it's a fucking old lady."
Yeah, but I don't know. It is kind of sketch.
You guys don't handle
It is.
yourself well
Yeah.
That's what
under
I was
pressure.
saying. That's what I was explaining to
Yeah.
them. I was like, Tech Guy, he was like shook because I guess that was like the first time that's happened to
Yeah,
him.
he
I'm
was
not
more
sure.
scared than me, but I
And
was
I
still
told
kind of
Josh, yeah, I
scared.
told
Yeah.
both of them. I was like, I mean, you get used to it when you're from the valley. Like,
But that wasn't even the valley. That
no,
was
that was
Santa
in Santa
Clarita.
Clarita.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is he trying to tell you?
Yeah.
But I
That's
was
common.
like, yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, at least the area where
Not
I'm from,
common,
you
but
deal with that on a
Yeah.
daily. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm used to it.
But
Like,
yeah,
you
that
know,
shit was.
people try to
Yeah.
press you
I
on the
thought you were
street.
there that day.
No,
No,
I
you
get
Rigo,
our
guys
I
told
told
me.
story.
Rigo about
He
it.
told me
And
that
Rigo was
story,
just
and then I was
cracking up.
clowning. Yeah,
Yeah.
He
you
was
guys.
clowning you and Tech Guy for being scared.
Yeah.
And then the next,
You
like
guys
when I
pulled out
told
your
him the
wallet.
story, when I
Why?
told Rigo the story, Josh and Tech Guy were like, "We weren't scared. We were just showing her we had no money." I'm like, "Bro, you guys folded instantly and pulled out your wallet."
We did. You're not gonna lie. We
I was just like, "Man,
we
quit
did. I
fuck-"
was like,
Yeah,
I
I
was
was like,
like,
"I'm fucking
no, I
eating.
think I even
Quit
went
bugging
like, I
me."
think I even went like this. I
He
was like,
did.
see, no money, no cash, no
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah,
It's
he
like no
did.
cash, no.
Oh
cash.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
They
definitely
folded
folded.
instantly and
Oh,
showed her
you
the
folded
wallet.
in,
And then she looks at
yeah.
me, she's like, "What about you?" I was like, "I'm fucking eating. Quit bugging me."
Yeah, you
bitch."
did say that shit was,
Yeah,
and then she
Josh
just
was
walked
like,
away.
yeah, he was like, he looks at me like if I'm God status, motherfucker. And he's like, "I can't believe you just said that." And I'm like,
Yeah, I
"Yeah."
did say that. I was like, Damn.
Yeah, I remember Art
That shit
told me
was
that
funny.
story. I was cracking. I
Um,
lost it.
Yeah.
yeah, and then
I said, "These fools did what?"
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
and then Rigo was just laughing.
didn't you tell like the whole bakery the next
I
day or something?
did.
Like
It
you
was
were
the
telling
funniest thing ever.
everybody.
I had to
That
Yeah.
tell
was one of the
everyone.
funniest
It
stories that
was,
for that
yeah.
week.
I thought you were there too for some
Because
reason, but
then
I
we
guess
started
not.
using it. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like, "Don't worry about it. I have no money." And everybody's taking out their wallet.
Yo, that shit was
Or
funny.
we
That's
walk around because
true.
if we're holding on a knife, we got to yell out knife.
Yeah,
You
true.
know, when you're
Yeah.
making corners,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and
everybody
then
would
we
start
walk
pulling.
around and be like, "Give me $5 for a Jaeger bomb."
He did say Jaeger bombs. He did
She
say that.
did.
I couldn't
I
remember.
mean,
You
I
have a good
appreciate
ass
her
memory.
honesty.
You have
I
a good
appreciate her
memory. You have a
honesty.
really good
Dude,
memory.
I
Yeah.
remember everything. I
Yeah.
I remember a lot of stuff that I shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's
Any other good
a
stories
good
we got?
thing
There's a
and a
So,
lot
bad
of
thing,
good
but yeah,
though.
we
ones.
have so many stories at the bakery.
Oh my
Art and
goodness.
me and Rigo and even we had a bunch of people like
Yeah, we had a lot of we
you
have a
showed up to
lot.
taco night a lot, like on Fridays and stuff.
Yeah, I
You would show
did.
up a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
that was after like when I
Once you started breaking the ice, like you
yeah,
started
once I
showing up a
started
lot.
breaking the
Yeah.
ice,
We would go
yeah.
like every
I think Rigo helped me for sure because when Rigo first started working, like when I first met him, he didn't really talk to me, and I told Josh, I was like, I don't think Rigo likes me, and he was like, it's because like you just kind of need to talk to him. He'll give you your space.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
then I started talking to Rigo, and once we clicked, like once he told me,
Instantly.
yeah, we
Yeah.
clicked instantly. He
Yeah.
started speaking to me in Spanish. I'm like, oh, yeah,
Did I tell you the first day I met Rigo I was scared of him?
yeah, you
I
did.
told you?
Dude, he judged me.
Yeah,
Because you were
you're out here fucking profiling
no,
us,
Yeah,
you
dude.
he
you were
literally no,
You're
he
profiling
literally
us.
profiled
Yeah,
me.
how did I profile you?
he told me, you told me as well. He's like, the first time I met you, I was kind of scared. I was like, oh, this guy's a cholo. That's what you said.
Yeah,
You know or
yeah, no,
you?
no,
You told me
to
that.
To
You
him.
said
you?
that to me.
About
Yeah,
Rigo.
No, you told me that.
no, you
Oh.
you
Because that
told him
one
that he
time
was a
we went to
cholo.
eat, I was wearing a Ben Davis shirt, and he's like, "Sheesh, you look like a cholo."
I don't
And I
even
was like,
remember that
"What the
story. I
hell?"
don't even remember
I was
that
like, "Where did
story.
you even hear that word?" And he started cracking up, and he's like, "When I first met you at the bakery, like the first time I met you, he's like, you were all serious." I was like, "This guy's a cholo." I was like, "What?"
I don't even remember, bro. I don't even
He did say
remember.
that.
Yeah, I
I
remember
have
that.
a few
You
videos of you
do?
calling me cholo.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry.
cholo.
I don't know. I'm
And then
sorry.
you even stereotype me when you're all like, well, isn't your dad like an ex gangster? Shouldn't he like the Dodgers? I was like, wow,
Because you're
Josh.
an Angels fan,
Yo,
fool.
yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
Angels for
that.
life.
God, bro. You and Rob are Angels fans.
That's right. I like that, homeboy.
But what
But
was I
yeah, I'm
gonna
a
say?
cholo apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
cholo.
Because
I'm a
because
No, 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 not a cholo, a
yeah, not
cholo,
a cholo, not a vato, a
N-
cholo.
a
Because I'm from the
cholo,
valley,
a
okay.
according to
cholo.
What's
Joshua.
a cholito then?
A cholito's like
Yeah.
what a real cholo calls somebody that's a wannabe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
like a
Hey, so
wankster,
Yeah, a wankster
oh, okay.
or
So is it not?
that's yeah, or like leva and
Oh,
stuff.
leva.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
I've heard that many times.
Leva's an old school
That's
word,
white guy,
man.
right?
Like my grandpa would say that. My
Leva.
grandpa
Oh,
and my
I
uncles
don't
would
know.
like
I'm
that.
not.
Leva is like an old veterano word
Yeah.
for
My
So am
uncle.
I a cholo or no?
Yeah, you kind of are.
Yeah,
After
sure.
hanging
yeah.
out with me and
Yes,
Rigo,
sir.
yeah, you
Hey, let's
definitely
go.
become a
Your
cholo.
your vocabulary is getting
Yeah,
there.
it's
Yeah,
getting
it's
there. I
getting
would be
there.
at the beginning. I'd
I
be
have to
like Al
teach you more.
Pastor.
Al
Can I get Al
pastor.
Pastor
Yeah,
Say
now
taco?
he'll be like, "Can
chorizo.
I get al pastor?"
I would
Which
have
is
you
pretty
guys. I would
good.
have you guys order
In the
for
Yeah,
me.
you
beginning,
would.
yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
can you just order for me?
Say
I
chorizo.
don't. No, I'm not saying
Say
that.
recogedor.
That's the one I won't say either.
Say
No, I'm
recogedor.
not
This
saying that.
dude does the Scooby Doo laugh. Say it. Say
Recogedor.
recogedor.
Oh, I
Oh
remember
Say
no,
it.
that.
no,
I
no,
told
no.
Aaron, like, yo, you gotta have Josh say recogedor.
No, I'm not saying it.
Didn't I tell him spell recogedor? No, I
Yeah.
told him spell dustpan in Spanish, and he spelled it perfectly because he like Google translated it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
was like, this guy
But
No, but I
he
won't
made
definitely.
say
you
it. I
he
won't
made you
say
say
it.
He'll
recogedor.
be
And you
like,
sound like Scooby.
yeah, he'll be like recogedor. I'm like, what? Freaking Scooby
I
Doo.
can't roll my R's full. Like I'm not doing
Recogedor.
it. But
You
Roar.
would do the Scooby Doo laugh when you
where
were
are
trying to
we?
That
pronounce
was pretty
recogedor.
funny.
Yeah. Dude, when you would do that at the bakery, I would lose it. Yeah,
I
that
know
shit
you would.
was
I would do it
funny.
on the
You would do it
register
on
on purpose.
purpose,
Yeah.
yeah,
He'd
just to
be
make me
helping a
laugh.
customer. He'd be like, "Can I get you anything else?" And I do the Scooby Doo laugh, and he'd just be like, "Can I get you anything else?"
What was the one time when oh crap, you like forget if we had like we had a customer that didn't like your attitude or something,
Oh
and she's like, I
yeah,
don't want him.
yeah.
That
Because
shit
she
was
gave me
funny.
attitude first.
Yeah.
I was never like a kiss ass. I was like, I don't care. Like, you give me attitude, I'll give you that back. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Josh, on the other hand, was a great customer service.
Yes, sir.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
actually, no. He
No,
got a
remember
few
when he
complaints.
walked away
I
from
heard
that
someone
customer?
complaining
Oh
about him in the
God.
parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Never
time.
mind.
One time.
Michelle is the greatest customer service.
Yeah.
Now,
No.
I don't know now because good for her. She's speaking up more, which is good.
No, but
But
I only had one
the
complaint.
first time I worked with Michelle, a customer was rude to her, and I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, you gotta. Don't let him say that. You gotta be mean. And Rico's like, I've been telling her that
We had
for
been
the
telling her,
longest.
but with me, I had one
She's
customer
got
complaint.
better though.
That's
You're right.
good.
She's
I
got
had one.
better.
Good.
I had one
She doesn't.
customer
She don't
complaint.
take. She doesn't take
Unfortunately,
any BS
That's
no more.
good.
you heard
That's
my
really good.
customer complaint though.
You've
Hey,
heard mine.
Yeah,
we
I
were
heard you.
outside. We
I've
were
had a
outside.
many few.
Hey,
No, no, you heard my customer
were you
complaint.
Yeah,
were
I
you
did.
there when he walked away on a customer after he called him to the line?
Yeah. He was like, I can help the next guest. And he just walks away and the customer comes to the register and they're just like, they're looking at me and I'm looking at them. And I'm like, that was one. What about that lady? We had a line for cakes, like what are those things called? Like the
The ropes,
dividers,
The
right?
the
dividers, yeah,
ropes.
yeah.
Yeah, the
We
ropes.
had those. So obviously, it's very obvious the ropes form the lines.
Right,
And
exactly.
this lady was outside of the rope on the cake display, like
That was the
pointing at
time when she
cakes. Yeah,
said, "I don't want him.
yeah.
He's
So
rude."
she was like, I want a cake from here. And I just looked at her and I was like, you need to get in line. And then she like looked at me and looked back and she's like looking at the cake. So I'm helping people and the store's already packed and I'm already annoyed. So that doesn't help. So then she was like, I told her I needed a cake from here. And I'm like, I told you to get in line. So then she like looks at me and then she like gets in the line like with her arms crossed.
Yeah,
And then when I'm like, I can help the next guest, it's her. She's the one that's next. And then she tells the person in the back of her, you can go. So then I help the person in front of her because Josh is taking like forever. Or that lady that he was helping got like 3 boxes worth of bread.
God, I hated
So
those
Josh is
people.
taking like his time to help her. So she lets like 2 customers go in front of her because she did not want me to help. And I guess she got tired of waiting. So that's when I was like, I can help the next guest. And she's like coming towards me. And Josh goes like, I can help the next guest. So then she quickly goes to Josh and she's like, yeah, you help me. I don't want him.
Yeah, I don't like him or I don't want
Yeah, she's
him.
like, I
Yeah,
don't want him. I was like, I
yeah.
don't
I was
want you
like,
either.
and then I was gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go on break, but I didn't want to be messed up, so
You
I
should
just
have.
helped her. I
You
just
should
helped her.
have.
I
It's
was
been
Yeah.
a
like,
lot.
The
Been a
whatever.
lot of
customers.
funny
That's
God, dude,
that's the
I
only
was the
thing
one.
I don't
That
miss
interactions.
at
was
the
like the main
bakery.
reason why I couldn't work there anymore. The
Yeah.
customers were
Mhm.
just driving me
Yeah.
crazy.
It
Like,
hasn't changed.
no, it's the
That's
same.
It's still the
that's the
same.
worst. One thing
Yeah.
I do like about like not working there is I can go as a customer and I can be rude to the customers and not get any
You
repercussions.
wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
because he's a
go when I go
customer.
visit Rigo
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
I'll be shit talking the customers
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
Rigo because Rigo's the manager, he just like looks at me and then he like just holds in his
Damn.
laughter because he
Okay.
wants to laugh and I'm
Yeah,
just like,
but
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
been several times I can't hold it sometimes.
how about when you
I've been
still
talking to the customers and I
and
can't.
this fool
I'm
still
laughing.
goes to the other bakery because we have other people that work in another bakery, and he tells him he's an employee and he gets the employee discount
Why are
Yeah, I
you
heard about that.
exposing me like
because
that?
fool, I just want to tell him.
God. Yeah, the
Yeah,
first time I tried it, I was like, I wonder if they'll give it to me. So I
yeah,
go and I order it like a drink. I'm just gonna test it, you know. I don't
yeah.
get too many things because
Right.
I'm like, oh, I don't want to pay for all this
Yeah.
stuff, you know. So I go and I'm like, yeah, can I get a drink? And they give me the drink, and I'm like, I'm an employee at Santa Clarita, the location in Santa Clarita. Can I get employee discount? And he looked at me like he didn't believe me. And he was like, uh. The moment I said the Paycom thing, I was like, I can show you my Paycom. He's like, oh no, you're good, man. He
And
gave
he
me
just
employee
gave it
give
to
yeah,
you.
he just gave it to me, and
Shit
I'm
was
like, that's
funny.
right. And then I made it better because I was like, oh, do you know this person? And he was like, no, they're not working today. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, is that how you know them? Because they used
Yeah.
to work there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
then when you go back, now they just give it to you. They hook you up. Yeah, that
yeah,
shit's funny. You're like, I'm a former employee, or
yeah.
I'm still work
I'm
at that
still
one.
working there.
But yes, honestly, we had good times at the
We did,
bakery. Like
We
yeah.
still
even though we
do.
don't like it, like I didn't like it at the
Yeah.
end, we had
Oh
good
yeah,
times.
like
Yeah,
honestly, I wanted to quit like within the
you would
first
have
two
quit much
months.
earlier,
Yeah,
but yeah,
but I only stayed for the people, if I'm
yeah,
being
kind
honest.
of same,
Yeah,
honestly.
like the
Like
older people that
yeah,
were
yeah,
there
no,
for
that's what I'm
sure.
saying. Yeah, like
Yeah,
The originals.
the
yeah, the
originals.
The
OG,
Yeah,
bro.
originals.
Come
the
on,
The
OGs.
Art and I would close a lot, and we'd go to Wingstop like every
Oh
night. Yeah,
yeah,
like every night
Y'all
yeah.
because there
still
was
do.
one
I
right
You
think
all
I
around the
think
still.
that's
corner.
why like our friendship, if you can even call it that, because Josh
Bruh.
sometimes doesn't act like a friend,
Wow,
but
wow,
we're, but I think
yo.
that's why our friendship like has
Yeah,
grown
dude,
so
we would go
much.
to. He's the homie that goes to Wingstop with me. Come
Yeah,
on,
he
fool.
showed me a message that one of his so-called friends left them on red after saying, "Let's go get Wingstop," and they
So
left
you
them on
used them
red.
as a
And then
as a
he used me
backup.
as the second option. You want to get Wingstop? I was like, I'm always down.
Yo.
That really hurt, Josh.
What?
when you showed me, you could have kept that to yourself, but you showed me. Oh, my first option flaked
No, it
on me.
wasn't a first option. It was like
So what was it?
I was gonna invite him too, but then when this fool flaked, I was like, well, I'll just do with Art then only.
No, okay.
Hey, he was down, so I don't
I'm
care.
always
Yeah.
down for Wingstop,
Yes, dude.
as long as
You,
it's the originals that are
yes,
good.
The
sir.
originals.
But
No,
Rigo
if I'm being,
flakes on Wingstop on us a
yeah,
lot.
he
What you
does.
talking
Dude, you
about?
flake on
He
us all
does.
the
His new
time.
name is Dandruff because he stays flaky.
Yeah, you
You-
really
uh,
do.
I don't
Just
like
because you
calling
got chorro one time,
Choro.
you
choro.
got chorro one
I got
time.
more
Just
than
because he got
choro.
Giardia.
I got
Giardia one
Giardia.
time. Now you won't go to
Rigo's
Wingstop
had
with us.
Giardia many few
I,
times.
I even said I'll pay for your ass, and you're like, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to get the runs.
That's true.
I was like,
Yeah,
come with us,
that's
fool.
true.
What do you
Yeah.
mean, dude? No, I
But you
don't.
know what's funny?
But you know,
I don't even eat Wingstop that much. Only with
with me,
you.
yeah, same. I only
Yeah,
go with
like
you.
I
Yeah,
swear on
I'll go with like a
everything.
few other times, but that's about it.
I don't eat
Do
Wingstop.
you remember the funniest thing when this fool had a surgery and we brought him Wingstop?
Oh,
Oh
after my
yeah,
You had a
he
surgery,
did.
surgery, and then we were
After his
y'all
like,
drove to my
we
hernia.
drove up to
house.
your house and we're like, what are we gonna get Rigo? And we're like, fuck it, let's just get
You guys
Wingstop.
bought me fucking
Yeah, that
We
Wingstop.
shit
did.
was funny.
Yeah.
I
You were
couldn't.
even kind of annoyed at first. You're like, really, Wingstop?
I was
And
like,
we're
I
like,
just had surgery.
yeah,
You guys brought me Wingstop.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
sir. And we drove all the way up there just to bring
Hell
you
yeah.
Wingstop.
The usual.
I
Yeah.
still got the picture of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I showed
Yeah.
everybody. I was like, look at these
And
bastards brought me.
yeah.
It became like a run-on joke every like Friday night or Saturday
It
night.
became a joke.
Yeah.
It became so much of a joke that we manifested it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We would
you
just say it like, we going to Wingstop
no,
tonight,
Yeah.
and then Josh would come up and be like, "Wait, are we actually
no,
going?" I'd
you
be like,
guys,
"Yeah, let's go."
you guys went too far. Cause every time I
We
had
went to
my
wait. What did you just
no,
say?
my
Oh.
kids. I said, hey, so order some. I'm hungry. I don't want to cook today. They order Wingstop because of you two punks.
Hey, let's
So they think
go.
it's
That's
funny
right.
as
But
That's
fuck.
also
right.
we gotta talk about the famished. Or I'm
Oh God.
before we
How did
end the
that even
podcast.
start?
It started because you were saying how you were really hungry and you wanted Wingstop, and I was like, I'm more.
No,
Wait, what was the story?
You started.
Yeah,
You were like,
I forget
after
how.
me and Josh were like already really cool, we got to a point where we would like talk smack to each other, but like obviously we knew we were joking. So Josh would
Oh,
be
we're
like,
almost done.
he'd be like, "You motherfucker," and I'd be like, You stupid," and then he'd be like, "So are we gonna get Wingstop or what? I'm starving." That's where it started.
Right.
I'm starving,
Yeah.
and
So
then we
who
just
brought up?
elevated
Then
the
we started elevating to
vocabulary.
famished,
He's like, "I'm famished.
emaciated.
I'm emaciated. I'm withered."
I'm withering away. Like we would go
Yeah.
crazy, bro. Like what?
It all
The
started.
wither one got me because
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
guys would
first it
text.
was like I was like, I'm freaking hungry, and he's like, yeah, I'm starving, and I was
Yeah,
like,
that's my
yeah,
line
I'm
though.
famished, and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm emaciated,
I feel my spine is reaching in my spine. My stomach is reaching into my
and I'm like, you
spine.
can see my rib cage and play xylophones
That
on
you
it.
came up with that one. That one was funny, bro. That one was funny.
That one
But
was a
You
yeah,
good
guys go to
one.
Wingstop
dude,
way
we
too
go a
much,
lot.
man.
Do we
Yeah.
only go like every
Rigo and I went to
Saturday?
Buffalo Wild Wings probably like a couple, like maybe
Dude,
This
3 4 months
man,
Buffalo
ago.
this
Wild Wings is mid, bro. If I'm being
no,
honest,
he
Yeah.
it
ordered
is.
30 wings.
What?
But
He ordered 30
Yo,
wings.
yo, yo,
I was
I
sitting
can't, bro. I
there.
can't.
I was sitting there.
yo,
The,
Josh was
I can't lie. I
the
can't
lady
lie.
brought the
he was
tray.
so shook and he was like,
I can't lie. I
The
can't
lady
lie.
brought you crying,
No,
fool?
because it was funny. Like I was gonna be like, nah, fool, I
he
don't
was
order
crying because
30
he
wings,
can't
but you're
believe he
right.
ordered
You
30
ordered 30
wings.
Well,
wings.
I thought you were gonna
Josh,
share
really?
with me,
Bro,
fool.
I went with my friend and we're both like pretty heavy set dudes and we got the 30 wing thing. We didn't even finish them,
Yeah.
bro.
We
No,
didn't finish it either.
there was no way I was gonna help you finish
Yeah,
that.
Oh
bro. But I
god.
ordered. I can't lie. I did order the 30.
30
Okay,
wings.
And we
honestly,
ordered 2 large fries too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is
Buffalo
a
Wild Wings is mid
Their
to me.
their fries are bad.
They're overpriced.
Their
Not
wings,
overpriced, they're overhyped, I mean.
yeah, their wings are okay, but the fries are
Their
bad, and their wings are hit or miss.
the
Though.
wings are
Yeah.
I've been there 3 times and all 3 times it's been like mediocre.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like,
not
if
the
if it,
best,
if
and
it ever came
service is
if it
bad.
ever came down to the wings
Yeah.
again,
Wingstop,
I
yeah.
Wingstop I
No,
would
no.
because
That's my
Hooters.
spot.
I
Hooters
couldn't
was the
really eat
best.
all
I
of
got
them.
5. I mean,
They weren't that good anyways.
but I did go on a strike from Wingstop. I think you're the one
You
that got
did.
me going back into it because
Yeah.
when you were saying you were starving that or hungry,
I was like,
I'm
I'm starving, and I was like, what's open late? And you were like, Wingstop, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's
But
go to
then that's when I
Wingstop.
was like, I don't go to Wingstop because I went on strike
You went
after
on strike
after
after
I
he
got
got
fired,
fired.
and I was like, and for like 3 years,
Drinks the Omi Sloppy Toppy.
bruh,
you
nah,
gotta
bro,
give us the
our
name.
bet. Uh,
Yo, did
In
you
the
realize
bathroom.
uh,
And you have to forget my name too.
yeah, and you gotta deny the story.
Yeah,
all
you
right, fine,
do.
fine.
Yeah, because it never
But
happened.
Um, when I got so I got
Damn,
fired from
Joshua, I didn't know
Wingstop.
you were chill like
I got
that, bro.
fired from Wingstop, and then I
Why'd you get fired again?
I called my supervisor a bitch. Whatever, bro. It's not.
I know he says
Yeah.
it so like he regrets.
It
He's like,
wasn't that big of a
Yeah.
deal.
call
Like
my
she
supervisor
would
a
she would
bitch.
harass me and my friend to the point of we hated it. So one day I was like, "Bro, why is she acting like a bitch?" And then the next day, like I guess one of the trainers heard me. So I'm walking in, like we clocked in on our computers, right, or like on the
uh,
registers. And this guy like walks. He's like, "Mr. Slatkin, I need to talk to you." So he pulls me to a side
Mr.
table. Yeah, he was
Slacken.
like all professional, and I didn't know what was going on. Right, I was like, "All
You were
right,
like,
bet."
what's going on? I don't know.
So then he's like, so and the manager, she wasn't even a manager, she was like a supervisor. She's like,
Oh, you're flinging his
she goes,
hands.
she
He's really
the
upset
guy
still.
goes, I'm
He
still
hasn't let
mad
this
because
shit go.
the guy goes, so we hear you called your general manager a bitch, and I was like, first I froze, I was like, I don't remember saying it,
You're
but
like, I
I
don't
it could
remember.
have been me. I don't remember. And they're like, "So are you
It could have
and
been
that's what
me.
I said. And they were like, "So are you admitting that you said it?" And I was like, "Well, I can't
You know,
remember."
you could have said no.
Yeah.
I was like 17 or 18. I was like, "I
Come
can't
on,
remember."
Josh.
And they're like, "Okay." And then I was
You
like,
you 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 admitted guilt to them.
He
I
did.
know, I didn't
Yeah.
think about it. So then they after the fact they're like, "Okay, we're going to suspend you for like a couple days and then we'll figure it out." So
You
then
know
they
what that
called me.
means,
Yeah, I knew
right?
it cuz they called me in like 2 days later and they're like, "Here's your last check. Goodbye."
Yeah.
I was like, at that point I didn't really care,
Come on, Josh. You have
but
to conduct yourself
yeah.
a little more
That
professionally.
manager would take the spray bottles and clean her car on her during her shift. And her car was missing a damn window was punched down and she had duct
Oh
tape over
God.
it. And she would still be cleaning it.
Ew.
And then
She
you
would clean the bag.
no, the duct tape windows and shit. And she would clean all of her windows and then yell at us for not doing our job. And I was talking to my friend one time. She's like, "You
At
guys
least
need."
she cleaned her
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
Yeah, at
my
least you would clean it, bro.
yo, come on. Then there was one time where I was talking to my friend, and she's like, "You guys need to stop talking." And then 1 second later, she's showing this girl a picture of her new puppy that she got. I was like, "Bro, are you kidding me?"
You think you'll ever run into her again?
No, I don't
If you
think
did,
so.
what would you do?
I wouldn't run into her again. I mean,
Why not?
I
Why are
would
you
just
so
say
sure?
nothing. I wouldn't say
Really?
anything.
You guys
You
would just make eye
No,
contact
I
and
wouldn't
that's
even.
it?
I would just like say nothing. Like
really?
I don't know. She was just horrible.
Why
Like
don't you
Or
let her know that if you run
I
into
don't.
her?
How would I run into her?
If you were
She
to run
lived
into
like
her.
far as hell away.
Oh, really?
It's like 2 hours. Like she drove like an hour and a half.
We'll drive that hour and a half
I
and
don't
let
know
her
where
know.
she. Bro, it was like 7 years ago. Like, what am I supposed to do? But yeah.
Uh,
All right. Well, I don't know.
alright.
How do you think this podcast went, fool?
that, that's when you know you got them
Um,
stumped.
Yeah, God.
how do I feel like this
Yeah.
podcast was?
It went okay.
All right,
All
I
right.
know.
Yeah,
Well.
we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna blur you out the whole time. Like it's just gonna be me and Rigo talking.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! You need to get it.
Would you
You
come
should get
back
it.
on again when we grow or
Of
no? Our
course.
bet, bro. You're
We're
gonna be
gonna
like our part-time guest. Like
Perfect.
we're
That's
yeah,
gonna
fine
end up
by
getting
me.
more mics. We're gonna have
I
yeah.
have a lot of shit to talk and cook, so
Yes,
we're
sir.
gonna start eating.
Yeah, we're gonna do food
we're gonna
reviews.
start eating shit.
No,
Oh,
No,
no,
damn.
fool. I mean, if you want, I'm down, but nah,
oh.
You know,
Speaking of eating shit, bro, one of my coworkers he fell
nah.
down this ramp when it was raining, and it was
Ooh,
fucking hilarious, bro.
damn, bro.
hey,
That's all I had
you
to
ran
say.
into Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, he goes to my job.
He goes
Yeah,
to your
he
job,
Yes,
does.
Johnny
He
sir.
shook my
Knoxville.
hand, and I
Yeah.
haven't washed my hand.
Damn.
Damn.
No,
Yes,
I did. I
sir.
washed it,
Yeah.
but that whole day I didn't wash it.
Damn,
It
that's
was like the
crazy.
best
He's
day.
a
But
cool dude, huh?
Yeah.
no, yeah, he's really cool.
He's down to earth.
He's
Um.
very cool, very like humble.
That's good.
And at least I didn't. I don't know if like my other coworkers did. I didn't like bombard him with the whole like, oh, Johnny Knoxville. Like I just treated him like a
But when you
normal
said this, we're like,
customer.
no way, Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah,
We thought you were
At first,
trolling at
I
first.
thought
at
my
first,
manager was trolling because he
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you guys to look after this dog. It's Johnny Knoxville's dog." And I was just like, "What the hell? Like, managers
Yeah, like stop
tripping,
trolling. Yeah.
yeah." And then out of nowhere, like I just see all my coworkers like, "Oh, did you guys see him? Did you guys see him?" And then that's when my manager's giving him like a tour of our
Damn, bro, that's pretty
compound.
sick.
And then I'm just like, "Who's that tall, lengthy fucking guy
Yeah.
wearing like Jordans and the North Face and stuff?" And I was like, "Oh
Sheesh.
yeah,
Yes. Hey,
it's
I'm
Johnny
turning.
Knoxville."
Speaking of that, I'm turning you into a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
this was. Hey,
okay.
did you
Well,
buy
I
that shoe or no?
yeah, I did.
Did you
Yeah.
buy it with a damage box or no?
No, they sold that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
But I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I like I kind of was a sneakerhead like in high school, but
Yeah.
not as big. Now I'm like
Sheesh. Yes,
slowly getting back
sir.
into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's cool.
Full
Like,
of sneakerhead now. Let's
yeah,
go.
dude, I like it sucks because a lot of the shoes that I'm seeing that are reselling for high price, I had a few of them, but
Yeah,
I didn't think they would sell for that much. Like I just had them because like
you like them.
I like
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
some of the skate shoes are going for crazy amounts of
dude,
money too.
insane,
And I
bro. The
had them
Nike
because I went
SBs
through
and
like a
shit.
little skating phase.
Yeah,
Yeah, the SBs. Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. I mean, some of them go
Crazy.
for a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we'll.
Next time I'll bring a better pair of shoes.
Dude, those are fine, honestly. I'm just wearing Yeezy slides right now.
This what?
You're wearing
Yeezys,
Easy Slides after you
Yeezy
made all
slides.
those remarks against your people.
Yeah.
I don't care. I wear them because they're comfortable. Like I don't really care.
You
They look like
hypocrite.
Shrek
Yeah.
feet.
You're a
What?
hypocrite.
Oh, these are comfortable. But either way, I think we're
Think we should,
wrap
yeah.
it up.
Yeah,
But
We'll
I'm
wrap it up.
starving. I'm
Our
famished.
next
yeah,
I'm
we getting
emaciated. I'm
Wingstop
withered.
or what?
Yeah, we
Nah, I
better.
ain't
This fool,
getting
if
no
he
wing
bails
stop.
on us, I swear.
I'm leaving right now.
He's wearing a collared
Then we're not
shirt.
ending this podcast, so you agree to go to Wingstop with us.
Who said that I agreed to anything?
Yeah,
You're
that's
going to
true.
Wingstop with
Yeah.
us,
Nah, I
fool.
don't got the iron
He's wearing a
stomach for it.
collared shirt, so
Yeah, watch out for
he
this
wants
fool.
something more than Wingstop.
Damn.
I'm trying to sit somewhere nice.
Bro, he looks like a youth pastor.
Oh, you do. Fool. You look like if you had your hair combed, you
No,
could be
no.
a
If you wore like a collared shirt and like your tattoos showed, then you look like you'd preach at Victory Outreach to all the cholitos.
Oh yeah, they're like I found Jesus and shit.
Yeah.
But you
That's how
also
my uncle looks. It's funny because my uncle well, to those people that know what I'm talking about, he's a pachuco. You know what I'm talking about,
Not
Rigo.
no idea.
Josh is not gonna know what a
I have no
pachuco is.
idea.
Just Google it.
100%.
I'm not gonna get into a
know.
whole history class, but my uncle's
Yeah.
like OG as hell. He still dresses like that, so he wears his zoot suit when he goes to church, and I crack up because he's holding his Bible, and I'm just like, bro, you look all like banged out going to church with a Bible, like you look like you're going to Victory Outreach, bro.
Those are the vatos at the end when they start finding the ways and the
Yeah.
Jesus and
Well,
the words.
that's how my family started going to church. My grandpa became a pastor.
But
so-
what was I gonna say? God damn. Well, we want Wingstop, fool. So
You can get Wingstop all you want.
I'll eat whatever. I'm just starving.
yeah,
I'm
bro, we're
famished.
go
famished,
grab- go
withering
withered.
away, bro.
We're withering.
But yeah, we're gonna end it here. We've been going for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to go to the bathroom too.
So that's
honestly, so.
that's how you know you need to have me back because I give you content.
Yes, sir, dude. We're gonna have you
So-
back in a couple weeks.
We're gonna
fool.
have you get yeah.
Have
Every
me
other
back-
week. We're gonna have
I'll
stories.
be back whenever.
We're
I'll
gonna
become a permanent member. Come back every
Hey,
Friday.
why not, fool?
yo. Let's
If you
do it.
want, fool.
I'm down. Yeah.
Or whenever, every other Friday, whatever you want to do.
whenever
Whenever,
you guys
dude,
need me,
every
I'll
fr-
be
we
here.
have we have a new mic, so
we just talk shit. Like that's all we do.
yeah,
That's
we're,
all I'm
That's
good
all
for.
I mean, literally, that's all we want for you.
Apparently, yeah.
Because if you
okay.
listen to the one last week with our previous guest Shay, like
Yes,
it was a
yes.
good episode, but like
Shay is a
more-
very sophisticated man.
yeah,
Shay-
he taught me
Shay-
a lot of stuff in my mind. I'm like, I don't know what
it was
he's
an
talking about.
educational. It was
Yes,
yeah.
I learned a lot.
education.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but for
Lot
this
of-
one, it's more of like
I
we
love
just want to
Shay.
talk
Shout out
shit.
Shay.
But I don't think any of us like hope people like understood our stories and stuff. But this is what we do. If we weren't being recorded, this is
Mhm.
what we would be doing.
Yeah.
This is what exactly
we
we
would
would
go
be
a little
doing.
harder, probably, and
Mhm.
like
Oh,
say
I
things-
would be worse.
You would be a
If
little
you
bit
think
worse.
this is bad, I would be worse.
Oh,
but
We only got 10% of this
Yeah,
guy. I think
that's
he was
true.
just trying to keep it PG for
Yeah.
us,
I was
but
trying to
there's no
be-
PG with this
yeah.
guy.
but yeah,
My manager told me I need to conduct myself more professionally.
was that it?
So that's what you were giving us
he
then?
told me and my friend because
Damn.
we were throwing gang signs across the yards.
Oh, then yeah.
Obviously,
saw
yeah,
it.
that's a big one.
And he was like, "You guys need to conduct yourself more professionally. You guys were going like this," and we were like, "We did that." He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "I don't remember."
I don't remember doing that. But all right, we're gonna end it
We're
there.
gonna end it now, and
we'll
Alright,
see you
and
guys
we'll
next
see
week.
you
Art will be
guys.
if you guys like him, he'll come on like as you know.
If
every
you
then
other
we
like
week
me,
or
cool. If you
something.
don't, I don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't
also
care,
he'll
but
be back.
yeah, he'll
He'll
be
be
back,
back
anyway. All right, we'll
regardless.
see you
All
guys
right.
next week. Have a
Take
good
care,
one.
guys.
Probably no guest next week, but we'll see.
We'll
ya.
see.